permanent member of the party's Central Committee's Secretariat Tran Cam Tu pays tribute to President Ho Chí Minh, presents gifts to wounded and sick soldiers.
U.S. escalates military pressure. Iran retaliates strongly.
Route 15A, where youth became immortal.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I'm Hoàng Yến, and here we go, the first step of the show. On the morning of July 15th, on the occasion of 79th anniversary of the War Invalids and Martyrs Day, Comrade Trần Cẩm Tú, the member of Political Bureau and the Standing Secretary of the Central Committee, along with a central delegation, just offered flowers and incense to pay tribute to the late President Ho Chí Minh and the presented gifts to wounded and sick soldiers.
In the solemn atmosphere of the Kim Leen Special National Relic Site, permanent member of the Secretariat Tran Cam Tu and his delegates respectfully offered flowers and incense, observing a minute of silence to express their boundless gratitude for the great contributions of President Ho Chí Minh, the genius leader of our party and people. Deeply imbued with President Ho Chí Minh's teachings, permanent member of the Secretariat Tran Cam Tu and the delegation pledged to continue studying and following the president's noble ideology, morality, and lifestyle. On this occasion, permanent member of the Secretariat Tran Cam Tu and the delegation visited and presented gifts to wounded and sick soldiers who are being cared for at the Nghệ An Nursing Center for Wounded Soldiers. Comrade Tran Cam Tu expressed his deep emotion, admiration, and pride in the sacrifices and contributions of the wounded and sick soldiers, while also sharing his profound sympathy for the physical pain they endure. He emphasized that our party, state, and people will forever honor and remain grateful for the contributions and sacrifices of the heroic martyrs, wounded, and sick soldiers.
On the night of July 14th, U.S. time, U.S. forces officially resumed their naval blockade of Iranian ports and launched a new wave of airstrikes against multiple Iranian military targets, marking the fourth consecutive night of Washington's attacks following the collapse of the ceasefire between the two sides.
The U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, stated that this new military operation aimed to degrade the capabilities that Washington believes Iran uses to attack commercial vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian media reported that multiple explosions occurred in the port city of Bandar Abbas, the southwestern city of Ahvaz, and on the islands of Kish and Keshem in the Persian Gulf. In response to the U.S. airstrikes, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, claimed to have struck the Sheikh Issa airbase in Bahrain and the Ali Al Salem airbase in Kuwait. The IRGC warned that it would continue its retaliatory strikes if Washington maintains its military operations against Iran. U.S. President Donald Trump stated that if Iran does not return to the negotiating table, Washington will expand its airstrikes next week to target Iranian power plants and bridges.
The new government of Hungary has just declared its intention to close the door on Russia in an effort to restore trust with its allies in NATO and European Union.
The statement was made by Hungarian Defense Minister Romulus Ruzin Sendi at the Budapest Energy and Security Dialogue. Speaking at the conference, Mr. Ruzin Sendi emphasized, Hungary must restore the trust of its allies. And we will close the door on Russia, while further asserting, we will slam the door in the face of the Russians. He stressed that Hungary can only establish strategic defense partnerships with reliable allies. Hungary's new administration has adopted a more constructive approach toward Ukraine and Europe, while still maintaining a cautious stance.
Upcoming are some of the news.
On the morning of July 15th, the Standing Board of the Nghệ An Provincial Party Committee held a working session with Titan Data Analytics JSC regarding the application of the Real-Time Digital Governance P platform. This is a digital governance model powered by big data and artificial intelligence, AI, designed to assist leaders at all levels in monitoring, analyzing, forecasting, and decision-making based on continuously updated data. During the session, provincial leaders along with representatives from various departments, sectors, and localities focused on discussing the platform's practical applicability. Delegates paid special attention to requirements for IT infrastructure, data standardization and connectivity, as well as solutions for effectively integrating the new system with existing software currently in use across party, state, and fatherland front agencies.
The government has just issued a resolution on digital citizen development, designating October 15th every year as Vietnam Digital Citizen Day. According to the resolution, digital citizens are guaranteed the right to manage their personal data, access digital services, and have their lawful rights and interests protected in the digital environment. In addition, users of Level 2 electronic identity accounts with fully integrated information on the VNAID application who perform online public services will enjoy various fee and charge exemptions or reductions in several sectors, including the issuance and replacement of ID cards, vehicle registration, and registration fee payments.
The organizers of the Golden Disc Awards, GDA, officially announced that the 41st edition of the awards ceremony will be held in Hanoi, Vietnam, in January 2027. This marks the first time the Golden Disc Awards has selected Vietnam as the host country and the 8th time the event will take place outside of South Korea. Choosing Hanoi as the next destination for January 2027 is expected to mark a new milestone in the internationalization journey of the Golden Disc Awards. The Golden Disc Awards is an annual awards ceremony that honors South Korean artists and popular music releases that have achieved outstanding accomplishments throughout the year.
Roads are built from soil and stone, but others are written in blood, sweat, will, and courage of an entire generation. Route 15A is such road. In the past, on this strategic transportation route, tens of thousands of cadres, soldiers, and members of Nghệ An Volunteer Youth Force clung to the road day and night, filling bomb craters and ensuring the vital traffic arteries remained uninterrupted, thereby contributing human and material support to the southern battlefield. More in the story today.
Returning to the legendary Route 15A, memories of the years under bombardment came rushing back to Mr. Dang Quang Mai as he stopped at Trong Bon Pass, one of the fire coordinates, fiercely attacked by the U.S. Air Force.
Nó đánh phá ác liệt thường xuyên, hầu như ngày nào nó cũng đánh phá ở đây.
From 1966 to 1968, the U.S. Air Force frequently bombed this area. In those days, all the hills and mountains here were stripped bare. Later, our military had to pave the way to the southern fronts.
Trong Bon is a mountain pass section spanning approximately 5 kilometers on the strategic Route 15A. Located in the former My Son commune, it played an exceptionally vital role in connecting the Ho Chi Minh Trail, National Highway 1A, National Highway 7, and Route 34, due to this strategic location. From 1964 to 1968, the U.S. deployed aircraft to drop nearly 19,000 bombs along with tens of thousands of missiles, devastating 211 hamlets and villages along Route 15A. The U.S. Air Force fiercely attacked this area due to the exceptionally vital role of this route. Amidst a land scarred by bombs and shells, where death was always close at hand, the volunteer youth units worked day and night to fill bomb craters, keeping the vital traffic artery open. In this life and death struggle, 1240 cadres, soldiers, and volunteer youths fought bravely, exemplified by the heroic sacrifice of the 13 volunteer youth fighters of Company 317.
Trong kháng chiến chống Mỹ cứu nước thì trên 3 phương diện
During the anti-US resistance war for national salvation, the volunteer youth played a crucial role in maintaining the supply lines across Nghệ An province. As a key strategic force, their timely reinforcement contributed significantly to the ultimate victory of our nation.
Today, on Route 15A, every passing car travels like a silent whisper of gratitude to the elite sons and daughters who laid down their lives for the country's independence and freedom. Their blood penned the immortal legend of Trong Bon, letting this sacred land shine forever as an eternal symbol of revolutionary heroism and Vietnamese patriotism.
The last story to send it our news today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now and see you later.